After the results of today's 1 p.m. game between the Buffalo Bills and Denver Broncos, we now know who the Baltimore Ravens will face in the divisional round. The only question left is what day and what time, as the Ravens and Bills, the two MVP candidates, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, are going to meet in the postseason for the second time. We got a quick preview and look ahead as we now know the matchup. It's the Flex Zone Podcast. Ravens content on your YouTube airways yet again. Flock around and find out. Let's go. Make sure you sack that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Blitz that bell. Vote on a poll. What will be the key for the Ravens winning in Buffalo on Saturday or Sunday? We'll give our theories when we think the game will be. Quick preview and look ahead. It's the Flex Zone Podcast right here on YouTube. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy football Sunday. Happy wild card weekend Sunday right here on the Flex On Podcast, your home for your Ravens coverage. Only place giving you sports, Raj. How you want it?
When you need it.
That's right. Joined by the pulsating one, the scintillating one, the sultan of social media for the Flex On Podcast, the man who makes the streams pristine, the one and only social media producer, the man of the people who was at the game yesterday. He may still be defrosting, but those hand warmers are still warm. The one and only Big Raj. What's going on, Raj?
Finish him, Daddy.
That's one big son of a bitch! Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Off the Buffalo, Raj. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good, Byron. Feeling pretty good. We know who we're playing now. So it should be really fun, exciting, nervous as always, but we're in the next round of the playoffs. And so is Buffalo.
But when you think about the matchup, let's get into it. Obviously, everyone's going to be talking about the two MVP candidates, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. From a Ravens standpoint, when you think about the Buffalo Bills beating them already in week 3, 35-10, playing them for the second time in Buffalo, are you nervous even more so than you were against the Steelers? Are you confident heading into this game? And clearly we don't know when the game is yet as well.
I ain't gonna say I'm nervous for this one. I was more nervous against the Steelers because we know them. We play them twice a year, and they've had our number. Buffalo, we've lost to them in 2021 playoffs. We beat them this regular season. We beat them Lamar Jackson's second year. But I wouldn't say I'm nervous. I'm more so I'm more so just conscious that, you know, anything can happen because it's not going to be here. It's in Buffalo. We're not sure what the weather might be like when we play them. So, I mean, I think last time we played them in the playoffs, it was
very cold.
Was it? Yeah, it was
windy. I know Tucker missed some kicks.
And that's when we saw Tucker miss 2 field goals, and we was wondering what was going on. And then Lamar got hurt that game, and Tyler Huntley had to go in there and finish the game. Yeah, it was pretty ugly. So, yeah, going into it, I don't feel nervous. I just hope the team is ready and play up to that, you know, to their standards. So that's all I really I'm thinking about right now. It's just that.
Seeing what the Bills did today, Raj, how do you think, I guess, from an offensive perspective, you can attack against? They don't blitz a lot, but they play a lot of nickel, which means more DBs on the field. So I guess more fast, smaller guys to chase around a guy like Lamar Jackson. What do you think about their defensive philosophy? And what did you see today, what they did against the Broncos, if you did watch the game?
I seen most of the game. I mean, they pretty much was Josh Allen was running the football, using his legs to his advantage. James Cook got busy. He's very speedy, you know, got through the cracks. had some nice real big runs. Shakira had some pretty good catches as well. Keon Coleman did his thing. I mean, they pretty much just ran him off the field. I mean, they pretty much exploited the fact that Bo Nix is a rookie. He wasn't used to this type of pressure. He kept throwing the ball deep. I don't know why. It didn't make sense to me. Um, he did run a bit, but it didn't really matter because they kept getting him off the field. So I mean, they pretty much routed them after I think the second quarter. They pretty much what they knew what time it was, and they used that experience that they have. And Josh Allen knows what to do in the wild card. I think he's 5-1 in the wild card, and he just pretty much put them away when he needed to. He didn't play with his food. He got him up out of there after the third quarter. So it wasn't really surprising at all. Seeing that Bo Nix is a rookie, seeing that this team is just making the playoffs. The first playoff appearance in a while, and he's just feeling the growing pains. So it happens. Buffalo took advantage of it. They're a pretty good team to do it, and they're moving on to the next round.
One number that stood out to me, Raj, 72 plays for Buffalo, 42 for Denver, and time of possession, 41 minutes to 18 minutes. Man, what did the Ravens defense, on the other hand, have to do stopping not only Josh Allen, but you mentioned James Cook kind of got their own 1-2 punch like Lamar and Derrick Henry. They like to run the ball, win time of possession. So I think whoever wins time of possession may win this game on Saturday or Sunday.
They got to run the football. I mean, we see what the formula is. You run the football. And you get out quick throws. Run the football, quick throws. If they can, control the clock, if they can run the football effectively with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Justice Hill, or Keaton Mitchell, or all four of them, I think they can dominate this game. And because we see what they do defensively, they can hold teams down. They don't get winded. They don't have to be out there all game long. They can just control the clock, control the tempo of the game, make it a Ravens-like game, make it a high-scoring game on the ground. And if you can do that like you did in the first game, you should be. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy because I'm pretty sure they'll make adjustments. They'll try to slow us down in certain aspects. But if you can just control the clock, not turn the ball over, make sure that run the right plays, and hopefully we get Zay Flowers back this week. Hopefully he's utilized if he does come back. If we can have all these things going in our direction, then the Ravens should beat the Buffalo Bills.
At the early line, Buffalo 1-point favorites and 51 and a half points, right? So they're expecting a lot of points. I think Buffalo's averaging over 30 points in the playoffs too.
Yeah, they're pretty much averaging over 30 points. Like I said before, this team runs through Josh Allen and James Cook. James Cook is getting busy. I think he has 17 touchdowns this season. He's a very effective runner, and when he gets space, he's pretty much gone. So you got to make sure that that you decrease the spaces and your cars. That's funny. Decrease the spaces of the holes that he can run through. With Chris Board, Roquan Smith, getting after him, and pretty much put a hat on him. Put a hat on him quickly. Let him know that look, you ain't running the football against us like you did last week. You gotta punish him every time they run the football. So I mean that's how I think you beat him. I think you have to punish him. You punish Josh Allen if he runs the football. You hit him hard. Let him know that look.
When Lightning McQueen just lined passing pass, he was like, that's our Derrick. He was running past and all those guys. It looked like a movie.
I don't know. We might get copyrighted, but I love the song.
Oh yeah.
You gotta love it, man. Life is a highway, man. You gotta ride it.
Yeah. We don't want that that copyright strike.
The YouTube police out. Right.
I gotta do some editing, and I don't want to do that. So but yeah, man. Yeah, it's just like cars, man. Sometimes you're gonna have to hit them hard. You gotta hit them hard, hit them hard and often. And just like they did in the first game, hit them hard and hit them often, and don't allow James Cook, don't allow Josh Allen to get any rhythm, and just put the beat down on him. So that's how I think you. That's how I think you beat the Buffalo Bills. Now for the Buffalo Bills to beat us, I think that they got to get going early. What I'm saying, they got to put points up on the board quickly. Make it harder for us to run the football by scoring quick touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Put us in a position where it's like, oh my God, we forget to run the football, because that's how you usually beat that's how everybody's beating the Baltimore Ravens. It's like they go up and then they forget about how to we forget how to run the football. We don't run the football at all, and then Lamar Jackson's playing hero ball, and boom, we're down by like a touchdown or whatever. And Harbaugh doesn't know how to coach. Monken doesn't know how to call plays, and then Lamar just forgets to run the football, and that means Derrick Henry's not going to get the football. So that's how you beat the Ravens. But hopefully that doesn't happen. And what the world? In L we trust.
Your boy, Samuel Jackson, man. Can't lose with Samuel.
Oh, he's a Lamar Jackson fan?
I guess so.
I guess that's what that means. I don't know. But
yes.
Yeah, we just need you in Avengers, brother. We need you in the next Avengers movies coming up, because they about to start filming this year. So
joy.
Yeah, get your beard, get your hairline or whatever that is. Get that straight, your eye patch, because we gonna need Nick Fury.
Hi guys.
Well, what do you think about special teams, Raj? We talked about Tucker. He missed 2 field goals last time. He's made every kick so far, but only really extra points. Not really having to line up and kick a field goal, especially in bad conditions. And we see that special teams, Tyler Bass, their return game. They got a pretty good special teams over there.
Yeah, they look pretty good on special teams. We still. I'm a little afraid. I ain't gonna, now that I am afraid of, because Tucker has not made a field goal in 2 weeks. We haven't seen him kick a field goal against the Browns or the Steelers these last 2 games. And I just hope going into Buffalo, he doesn't, turn into that 2021 Justin Tucker, where it's like, oh, everybody's expecting him to make the kick, and then he doesn't make the kick, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? We're missing out on points again. So that's the only thing I'm nervous about, is he just hasn't kicked a field goal in a while, and hopefully they don't stop us enough to the point where we have to rely on his leg. But if we do, then I hope he's ready to make those kicks this time. But yeah, man, that's the only thing I'm really worried about as far as him. Special teams alone, I think they played pretty well the last 2 games. So hopefully Mr. Sims doesn't do anything crazy or anything silly. He just fair catches the ball if need be, or just don't be around the ball at all if they punt the ball. So yeah, I think they'll be fine.
Coach and Raj, I always got to ask about your boy Harbaugh, Sean McDermott. Still looking to break through as a head coach, a defensive-minded coach. Obviously, Joe Brady as well with the offense of the Bills kind of turned them around. And Todd Monken and Zach Orr coaching and all of that stuff.
Special teams ain't special. What's up, Hendo? What's going on, brother?
Show some love to Harbaugh. He coached his ass off last night, Hendo. He coached his ass off.
I mean,
best game of his life.
I mean, yeah, he did his thing. He held the clipboard in his hand a little bit, and he was like, "Yeah, go for it on 4th down." You know what to do,
You see, he had the play sheet yesterday. He had the play sheet covering his mouth, talking.
Yeah, he was Tony Ayo.
He was with his hands.
He was going like this with his hands. He was making sure that Mike Tomlin and them boys didn't know what he was saying. But but yeah, they I mean, Harbaugh did. I mean, he did his thing. He was all right yesterday. He didn't hurt the team, and that's all I don't want him to do. Just please do not hurt the team, or when times is tough, or times is rough. Don't just stand there either. Okay, you look, make an adjustment, call a timeout, yell at Monken, yell at Zach Orr. Do what you need to do, man, to get this team back on track. The focus is getting past this game. So please, if the Buffalo Bills or whatever is, doing some things that y'all have never seen before, do not get flustered. Do not get, goofy at the wrong time. Be coach. You've been here 17 years, sir. You should know what to do by now. That's all I want you to do, is just go out there and coach as best as you can, and not just stand there like this. The things is going around. We don't need that, Harbaugh. Oh, he gave the ball to Lamar and Derrick. That's what he did, Hendo. That's what that's what John did. He gave the ball to his two special weapons. We need to continue to keep doing that. Okay, continue to keep doing that, Harbaugh. Please.
Raj, anything else about playing on the road? Do you think this team maybe even plays better on the road because they don't have the pressure of being at home? Maybe.
Well, I've been on the road with him twice. I've seen them play the Cowboys, which was very scary. They played well, and then they became those Ravens where they was giving up everything. And then the last game that I saw on the road was when they played Tampa Bay, and they was destroying them. And then they pretty much did the same thing they did in Dallas. I mean, they've gotten better, of course, defensively, but over that time. So I think they play their best football when they're focused. It doesn't matter if they're on the road or if they're at home. When they're focused, when they're running the football with Derrick Henry, when they're not trying to get cute and be silly, I think they play their best football. So I don't think it matters where they play at. It's just, are they focused enough to get the job done? That's all I think. And if Monken is not going to be goofy or Lamar's not going to check out of a play that he doesn't need to, they should be fine, honestly.
How do you feel about the aspect of 3 penalties yesterday, Raj? I said if they can be under 5, they'll be golden. Only 3 yesterday. I think the Steelers had 7, by the way, real quick.
They were very disciplined. They were very disciplined. They didn't, they didn't hurt themselves. Ronnie had like 2, I think, and I think Rosengarten had 1. But yeah, they was very disciplined. They exactly knew what time it was. It's playoff time. Everybody and their mother has been destroying Lamar Jackson in the media who doesn't like the guy. Okay. The Fox Sports people don't like him. Some of the ESPN people don't like him. Hell, even at times, Shannon Sharp, who likes us now again, has things to say about Lamar Jackson that is negative at times. So everybody knows what time it is, man. Everybody knows that the spotlight is on Lamar and the Ravens. They know we are the best team in football. They know this. That's why they ride us so hard, because they want to see what are you going to do when the lights are really extremely bright. And right now they passed the first test. That was the first test. The wild card is the first test against the rivals of the Steelers who've beaten you, who's embarrassed you, who's put you out the playoffs in the past. And they talk a big game, and you got Coach Tomlin calling Lamar Mr. Jackson and all this other goofiness. They got rid of that first test. They destroyed them. Second test coming up. What are you going to do against the Buffalo Bills? Yeah, you beat them in the regular season. Yeah, they keep saying Josh Allen is the MVP. Yeah, they trying to give him the award, even though I don't think he's going to get it or he deserves it. What are you going to do? So we on test number 2 right now. So no cute stuff. Run the football with Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. Keep it simple. And if times get tough, make adjustments. Don't beat yourself.
Well said, Raj. We'll put a pin on that there. We got the rest of the week to talk about it real quick. We talked about the Bills dismantling the Broncos real quick. Eagles defeat the Packers. I think the Packers players were dropping like flies. Eagles advance. We'll see how things shake out tonight with the other game, but kind of expected Eagles to advance. Jordan Love just didn't play well enough, and really not enough weapons. A lot of injuries.
Man, I watched some of that game. The Eagles is garbage, man. That defense is good, but man, I don't know what's going on with Mr. Hurts or that offense, man. They was playing around with the Packers. Now, I'm not saying the Packers is trash or the Packers can't play. I'm not saying that, because they can play, but they're banged up. But it's just like, bro, you had plenty of opportunity to like literally destroy this team, like get them out of there early, and you just kept punting the football. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I don't get it. I don't understand this team. I don't understand the Eagles. Yeah, they got by against the Packers, but if they play like how they played today against the Detroit or maybe even the Vikings, if they make it past the Rams, this team ain't going nowhere, man. They a bunch of front runners to me. They look like front runners.
And Green Bay, Jordan Love, just 3 interceptions. We've kind of seen a lot of young quarterbacks this weekend kind of wet the bed. Jordan Love, 3 interceptions. Justin Herbert threw 3 all year, had 4. It's something when you got to do it in the playoffs. We know he did it last year, but it's a new year.
It's a new year. The team is banged up. He's banged up. His wide receiving core was depleted. I didn't really expect the Green Bay Packers to really do anything after the bye week. They just look like a team that needs some. They look like a team that actually need They have a bunch of guys, pretty much. Christian Watson's, even though he's hurt, and Romeo Dobbs of the world they need a guy that's a number one, like a Devontae Adams. They can bring him back to Green Bay. Go out there and get somebody that can actually, get separation and help Jordan Love. So that's what they need, man. They need that, and they need probably some more offensive linemen. But other than that, I think they're fine, going into the offseason. But they really need to evaluate their skill set, wide receivers, for real.
I think Matt LaFleur is a hell of a coach, but yeah, they got to get some more weapons for Jordan Love. Real quick, halftime in Tampa, 10-10, Commanders hanging around, but they did let Tampa get a last-second halftime touchdown. They were up 10-3.
Yeah, it could have been better if the goofy one, the head coach of the Commanders, didn't, go for it on 4th down. Take the points, man. Have you not learned from the Super Bowl against the Patriots?
Especially on the road.
Yes, take every look. Just take the points, man.
You be up right now. You be up 3 right now.
Exactly. You be up by 3 right now. Just take the damn points. Don't be goofy. That's one thing you don't want to do in the playoffs is be too aggressive. You want to be aggressive enough, but not too aggressive. Hopefully it doesn't bite him in the butt. We'll see going into the second half. But sometimes when you're too aggressive, we've seen it in the past, you beat yourselves. A la Detroit. They did that same mess last year and they lost. So don't be too aggressive. Just sometimes take the points, live to fight another down or another drive and whatever. But we'll see what happens in the second half. It's tied 10-10. But Commanders fans, Devontae, I know he's over there biting his fingernails off. Just don't beat yourselves. Y'all playing good. Just don't give it up that good.
It will be live, Raj, for the Commanders postgame show. Let the people know what we got on the channel, including other stuff. Ravens, wrestling, Maryland.
Well, I see Hendo still in the chat. The commies about to blow it. They might. Hopefully they don't. But we'll see. But like I said before, like you said, you'll be live with Cravante after the game. We got Commanders and Buccaneers game. So just, stay tuned. Probably about an hour or two that we come, doing a recap. We'll come back on through. And of course, we have a special guest tomorrow for tomorrow's show.
I mean, I guess you might as well let the cat out of the bag because it's kind of thanks to you.
Oh, yeah. We got Mark Clayton, Baltimore Ravens own Mark Clayton coming through tomorrow to talk to us about his endeavors, his time with the Baltimore Ravens, and what's going on in his life right now. So come on through tomorrow night, 10 p.m. We got Mark Clayton, Baltimore Ravens own. Come through and talk to us. So just stay tuned, man. Like I said, we got a lot of things cooking up, and I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to see what are his thoughts about these Baltimore Ravens. So
that guy.
yes, that guy. No, come on, man. Yes, that guy.
Hey, man, we get to ask Mark Clayton some questions, see what's going on. He's doing some other entrepreneurial things in the business world as well. So make sure you join us tomorrow, 10 p.m. We'll be live for that as well. Raj, the social media producer, making the streams pristine. Tell the people what they need to do if they're in the chat right now, Raj.
Please, if you're new to the Flex Zone podcast, hit that like and subscribe button. We talk Baltimore Ravens. We talk Washington Commanders. We talk other sports. We talk NBA. We talk wrestling. So just come through, man. We like to have fun, and we like to keep it light and make it extremely funny. like Brother Hendo is right now.
Hey, we need this story when you come back on, man. What? Really? Oh wow! I didn't know that. I didn't know. We'll have to get that story. Brother Hendo returning real soon. Thinking of an end of the season recap with the good brother at the Rogue Pod. Check out Hendo. Appreciate you always coming in, my brother, showing love. Could be doing anything else, man. Appreciate you supporting us as well.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, helping us out with what we ask for as always, man. Keep up the great work. We'll be live with the Commanders post game, so we will have the exact day and time the Ravens play, and every other game we know outside of course, the Monday night game as well. But if you haven't seen the post game show from yesterday, check it out. If you didn't see the preview, check it out. If you didn't see the pregame show, check it out as well. SmackDown, AEW, Raw this past week, NXT, and we got the rest of the month coming up. Saturday night's main event and the Royal Rumble February 1st. Raj, any final words before we get out of here?
Come on. Hey, Hendo, if you're coming through tomorrow night, please be nice, man. Be nice to Mark. Mark was nice to me when I saw him in Dallas. Please be nice if you're coming through on the chat. All right, you might have had real business with him back in the day. He's a changed man right now, man. He's a changed man. So please be nice. But anyways, I don't got anything else to say, man. We'll see you for the post-game show with the Commanders and Buccaneers. Hopefully the Commanders pull it off, because I like to see Cravante in a happy mood and not sad.
You will be live for the Commanders post-game show. We'll have your up to the second wild card weekend, divisional round schedule and dates and times for the Ravens, Bills, and so on and so forth. So for Big Raj, God's favorite host, signing off. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in a few for the Washington Commanders post-game show right here on the Flex On Podcast. Only place giving you sports, Raj. How you want it?
When you need it.
Peace. We'll see you later on for the Commanders post-game show and recap where the Ravens are playing with the Bills.
Yeah.